So, namaste. So this practice is going to be about the liver and the gallbladder and, and traditional Chinese medicine, getting those pressure points for the liver and the gallbladder, and some yoga and meditation, movement, all good for all things, pretty much. Here's a little idea of why I decided to focus on the liver. So taking a look at this, you can see the liver has more than 500 functions, and it's the detoxifying organ. Everything goes to the liver: alcohol, drugs, um, blood. We have a lot of blood going on in the liver. And so it governs women's health, according to Chinese medicine. It's responsible for our menstrual cycle. And cool thing about the liver is it can regenerate. So any damage, it can fix itself. Most of the chemical levels in the blood are excreted to the bile, blah, 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 blah. Anything that comes through us goes to the liver pretty much. And in Chinese medicine, we talk about qi, or vital energy. Some people say qi, but I like qi. And throughout the whole body, the liver makes the energy flow nicely. So we want that. And it is spring still, and this is when that energy is at its best. So we want to get that qi or ki to flow so that we can be flexible, calm. A well-balanced and flowing smoothly liver will have really good results for our health. That's what the liver looks like. And then there's a little friend of it, it's gallbladder. Here are some of the gallbladder. If it's out of balance, it will stagnate the liver. We could get angry or irritable, have aggression, sadness, difficulty making decisions. I mean, it's not all from there. Again, I'm highlighting here difficulty with digestion, nausea, menstrual issues, allergies, unclear direction, anger, and awaking between 1 to 3 a.m., perhaps. And then the gallbladder itself is really important for digestion and also ties in the wood element, which we'll talk about. And it's right next to, well, it's right underneath that liver, so it must have something to do with it. It stores and regulates that bile produced by the liver, so we need it to break down fats for digestion. And again, bile is coming into this flow of our energy, our qi. It helps with decision making, to have a balance here. So, yeah, and here's a look at again what that looks like. So you can visualize that inside the body, a little tiny gallbladder there. And if that's out of balance, some of the things we can suffer from: gallstones, gallbladder inflammation, pain in the ribs, get scared easy, loss of appetite, sweet tooth. Oh, I have one of them. Shoulder pain, heavy eyes, and that's that. And we're going to do these points, but it's nice to look at them. And we've done some of them already. Liver 2 is called a walk between, and it's a major one. It's the valley. And that clears heat and fire, it helps with hypertension, etc., etc. You can read that. And then the other one would be these two that we've been doing, LV for liver 2 and 3, right in between that valley, between the big toe and the second toe. It's called the great pouring. And this one of particular interest would be the spring at the bend, regulates menstruation, clears excess heat, tonifies the yin, and it's good for abdominal pain. So this one I think would be new, but we want to make sure we get that fourth toe. And just to get this so that we don't have to stop in the middle, the gallbladder 20, the wind point, right at the occiput. I'll show you that later. The hearing point, this one's in front of the ear, not behind. And also, there we go, the shoulder well, which is really the trapezius muscle, boom, boom, right there. Jumping circle in the gluteus maximus, and also the yang mound spread. I just love the names of these things. This one is on the outside of the knee. And finally, the ruined mound. Oh, that sounds awful. So those are the ones that we'll cover today. And this, just to give credit to my teacher, Jennifer Reese, for that information. So prepare your space. If you don't have a yoga mat, you don't have to have one. A blanket would be fine, or even the floor. And then grab a pillow or two, a blanket, and some kind of a strap or a tie. I'm gonna be using this, okay? So just some material that you can use to actually to wrap around your foot. And I think that should be enough. So gather the materials, pause the video, and we'll catch up on the mat in about 2 seconds, I guess. You can sit like I am, or you can sit any way that's good for you. If you're sitting in this pose, we call this sutta, or delicious pose, it means comfortable. Shoulders over your hips, slight tuck of the chin, and make sure you're on your sitting bones. Please soften your gaze or close your eyes, or just gaze down, your choice. And let's just breathe for a minute. Just be in the space wherever you are. There is no time and space. You can feel me, I can feel you. It's a pretty cool thing. So inhale, expand your belly, expand yourself. And then exhale and condense. When you inhale, think of bringing in new life force, think of bringing in fresh energy. And when you exhale and condense, think of releasing toxins and things you don't need in your life anymore. Please inhale your arms out to the side. Exhale to heart center in Anjali or Prayer Mudra. And we'll Om. I'd like to break that down into the 3 sounds. So first we'll O. So inhale. No, I like. First of all, ah. Inhale. Exhale. Ah. Ah. One more. Ah. For the next sound, the rounded lips go O. Oh. 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 And now and really feel the vibration when you Now let's put it together. And we'll Om 3 times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to Om. Ow. 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 Let your head fall towards your heart space, your hands, and bring in some gratitude, maybe for each other, this practice, or anything else you feel grateful for. And then let your head come up to center. Take your peace fingers and put them together and plug them into the earth. Soften your shoulders, soften where you can. As you inhale now, expanding belly, ribs, all the way up to your heart. Exhaling, heart, ribs, and lower belly. So that's belly, ribs, heart. Next inhalation, imagine from the earth, we're inhaling what we need in this life. So inhale what you need. And then exhale and feel the chaos of life rolling off your shoulders into the earth. Let Mother Earth take it for you. Inhale, good energy, new life force. Exhale, stale, old life force that we don't want. And one more inhale, whatever you think you need. And exhale what you don't need. Good job. And let's shake our hands, a little jazzy a little bit, really shake it off. And then please come to stand. It's fine at any time to pause this, to do something twice if you love it. Totally up to you. And of course, when we stand up, we always shake. Shake your arms, shake your legs, shake your booty, shake it off. It's nobody's business. Shake your shoulders, shake, shake, shake. Life is hard, shake it off. Life is good, but let's shake off the not so good. Shake and shake and shake and shake and bake. And then with your feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit more, you start to roll one shoulder up and back. And you notice that I'm bringing my whole body with me. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So you can go at any pace you want with this. I'm going at the pace I'm going at. So you can go in if you want. Now bring your elbow into the game. And your elbow up and back. You can go as high as you want. Elbows high. Just don't hit anybody next to you. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're just going to start to let this be a sway now. So we're swaying. Like maybe like a tree in the wind. I don't know what you will sway like. We can bring our hands in the middle because now we're going to lift our leg. Inhale, exhale. What are you reaching for, an apple? Go. Not whisper. Let's reach for something high. You got it. One more on each side. And reach. Let's shake that up just a little bit. Good. One hand on your heart, one on your belly. So the first inhale goes to the lower belly, then to here, then to here. So inhale, exhale. Getting every little last bit of life force out, and then bringing more in. Switching hands, and just for a moment, with your eyes gazing down or closed, in your mind, what is it that you think energy is? What is ki? What is chi? In your mind, you have your own definition. And then we'll just bring that to its end. And we're going to start to sway now, actually like a tree. So, well, I know the tree sways this way. So you're swaying. There's a lot of movement to the side that doesn't normally happen. How often do you walk sideways? Come down if you like. Just swaying. And this gets as creative as you are, going any way you want. Do one of these if you feel like it. Do whatever feels good for you. The idea here is that you're moving side to side in some manner, some fashion. Then let's end that this way and come to stand here still, just for a moment. Notice we go still, we shake, and we sway. So this is good. Bring your feet apart in second position if you know anything about dancing. Your butt is the second position. There, I feel more centered now. When we bend our knees, they're going to be over the ankles, not the toe, and they're not going to come into the body or out than anything. So it would look like that. Come to your degree of flexibility. All four corners of both feet have weight on them, so you're using your foot to help you. We're going to inhale, cross the arms up, and exhale, bending the knees and bring it down. Inhale up. You could gaze up if you'd like to. Can't see, but I'm crossing the opposite hand each time. Inhale, reaching up. Feel the outside of your legs working hard. The channel, the liver channel doing its job. The gallbladder channel just kind of resting. And two more. Your way, your time, you do not need to look at me. You can't. We'll want to anyway. And now, coming to stillness for a moment. Take a breath here. And then we'll bend the knees. Again, maybe you can get a little more stance. Again, that knee over the ankle. And with your hands here, it's as if you were like a referee. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Inhale. And then look over your shoulder. You're out. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. You made it. Other side. I don't know what they say, but you can fill in the blanks. And last one. So we did it 2 times on each side. Slowly straighten your knees. Feels good. Let me heel, toe your feet together. And you got it right. Give it a little shake off. Shake it off. So now we're going to come into the tree pose. If you don't know tree, you will in a minute. You can use a log, you can use a chair, whatever you want. And then we'll come into a forward bend and we'll trace the channel of the liver. Okay. Maybe even go back too. See where it goes. Okay, so pour all of your weight into your left or right foot. We're going to do both, it doesn't matter. And hands on your hips for a minute. We'll bend our knees. That will be cute and curtsy a little. This is good for our toes too. Next time you do it, curl your toes under. If you get a cramp, shake it off. That's fun. And now with your foot this way, to get a cramp. You could stay right here. This leg wants to come out, okay? Or you could place your foot here. You can even grab it and bring it up here. Once you got that, and then yes, your heart center. Okay, let's try it again. If you fall down, it's okay. Okay, get a drishti, something that doesn't move, which is clearly not me. You're gonna use the wall. Okay, there we go. So we're here. And you can bring your arms up, one or two arms. So drishti is something that doesn't move in front of you. Yay. And then place your hands at your heart. Slowly let your leg come down. And you're gonna come into the sides of the body. Coming down, bending the knees. Rotating hips back, and then bending knees, bending. And going on the outside of the leg. Feeling that young, that tough skin on the other leg. And then coming down to toe number 4, giving it a little hello. And the big toe, hello. And the second toe. Then coming into the liver, 2 and 3, in that valley. Feeling what you're feeling. And as we come up, bend your knees again. Come to the midline here, so into that gallbladder channel. You can't access all of it from here, but that's okay. And we'll do that 2 more times. So we'll start on the other foot, whichever one that was for you. There's this. And build your tree, so solid here. First, we do a little cutesy curtsy. I can see people doing this, and then we'll put the toes under. We'll get fun, yeah. And then here, and then build your tree any way you like. You can stay here, bring the tree up that way, come under your knee or above the knee. Whatever you do, don't go on. And if you're like me, you're going to sway in the wind and fall down. Maybe I should do this today. So when you fall, give yourself a break. It's okay. Hands to heart center, and then we'll come into that forward bend again. Let's start this one here. Start here, shoulders, and then hugging to the side of the body, bend your knees, down, side, liver channel, toe number 4, number 2, big toe, and then the valley in the middle. And let your hands graze the insides of the legs, the yin channel, the smoother side. And we'll do that 2 more times. Yes, we will. So we started here. Yes. Exhale as you come down, bend your knees. Toe, pinky. Oh, why not? 4th toe, 2nd, big toe, and the valley. And then up, go back. And one more time. Back of the head, right here. Hugging the body, allowing down, bending knees, toe number 4, toe number 2, big toe, and the valley. Coming up through center. You're going to take a moment to shake, walk around a little bit, give yourself a drink of water if you need it or want it. And we're going to do some called yoga mudra. So this will look different for everybody. This is when you're wearing your top, like a scarf or a strap or something like that. And you grab behind you, so it looks like that. And your feet are parallel as usual. And we start to come forward, bending the knees. And the arms come up, bend the knees again, keep them bent. And then drop your head, and your arms can go wherever you want. This is time. If you don't want to use a scarf and you're able, you can grasp your hands here and bring them up to your degree of happiness. So give that a try. See how it feels. Don't push it. Okay, it's not that easy to do. Do the best you can. Yes, good job. All right, and now I'd like to do a little Kapalabhati breath or Warrior breath. So what that is we're going to inhale up and then bend the knees and bring the arms behind, and we're going to go ha and up, ha, ha, ha. 2 more, ha, and nice job. Hands on your heart. Feel your heart beating. Just feel what you feel. And then bring yourself to seat, please. You might need a cushion, a couple blocks, whatever you need is great. So sitting down is next. So I magically have a dog and a couple of blocks here, and I'm sitting on a cushion. You don't need to do that if you don't want to. And remember, I have this scarf. I'm coming to sit for a moment. Breathe in here. Have your hands on your legs. And noticing how it feels to have your hands on your legs. Notice the temperature of your legs. Notice how, no matter how you move your hands, they fit nicely onto your leg. So that's important to feel into the self. All right, so now we're going to come into coincidentally cat and cat. Or, yeah, okay, so coming onto your hands and knees. This cushion is going to transform itself into a bolster, but you can use pillows. I'm just placing it under the knees. Spread your fingers wide, curl your toes under, or flat, good choice. We're going to do cat cow, so inhale, belly and work up. Exhale, round the spine, slowly lengthen. We'll do this a couple of times. Inhaling, and exhaling. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to keep this because it feels good in the knee. This is called gate pose. So this leg stays here, and the other one comes out to the side. It's my kickstand. You can have the back toe flat if you'd like. Take a moment here with your hands at your heart center to breathe. And then this hand comes to the leg, and you reach up and over. It's a lateral side bend. This is my right side, it's your left, but I'm really compressing the liver, and I'm breathing here. You can gaze up if it feels good to you, or down. Totally up to you. Now this arm can also go behind your head, behind your back. What we want to do here is kind of, once you have it, then rotate up this way. And your head doesn't have to go with you, it's just this motion here. And coming out of that, we're going to do some cat and cow. So you bring your hands to the floor, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. And now to the other side. This leg will come out to the side. Okay. And my heart center. Lean over, and we have your kickstand here. Now we're opening up the ribs, we're opening up the side body, right side. And once you feel comfortable here, it's a bit of a spiral, gazing up. Breathe. Yeah, with that. Good. And now we'll come sitting down. Good, you can go sit down. So now when you sit down, you want to have your soles of your feet together. You make a better door than you do a window. Yes, yeah. Butterfly pose, bring the soles of your feet together. If this isn't comfortable for you, you're welcome to bring pillows, box, whatever you need to support the outer leg. We're stretching now the gallbladder channel and the relaxing liver channel. And also, these are two high points. Use some. So we're going to get into the points. Yeah, you can use thumbs, knuckles, all the fingers, fists, whatever feels right for you. Not for me, for you. Okay. So let's start with the ones that Uh, So here we go. All right, so gallbladder. All right, I lied. This is liver. Okay, so we're coming to the liver, the walk between. And this is the valley, and you know this. So make sure you get right to this place here, all the valley, and then where the bones meet too. And you can do both feet at the same time. So first I'm gonna make my big toes do things. Gonna swirl them around. Now I'm even. And then I'll do the second toe, and the fourth toe. And then we'll come into the valley. Really dig in good, the bottom and the top of your foot. Dig in there, don't hurt yourself, but do get in there nice. You can look at your toes as you're doing it. That feels lovely. Okay, it doesn't feel that great, but okay. Now we're going to find what's called jumping circle. And this is easy to find with two fists, one under each buttock. Okay, I lied. Let's do one. So I'm going to come in. Now, it feels awful, so I'm going to make sure I breathe. And the spot is like right there. So yeah, you're just going to go side to side. You could also use this block or ball. Oh yeah, hello. So I'm just leading in. You'll know it when you find it. And out. Jumping circle. I'm about to jump from this. Jumping circle. And then we'll do the other side. Sure you have the right point. You really, you know it when you feel it. Oh, this is good for me. Yeah, sure it is. And if you wanted to extend one leg or the other, you could. So we've done a little bit. So just take a moment, come into easy pose, and connect your thumbs, and then bring your right or left palm under. So it's like a little basket. Take a moment just to breathe. Feels maybe you feel the activation of those chins. Take your hands now like this, and we'll just do one at a time. So this is the trapezius muscle, and it's sore. It's called the shoulder well. Very sore. So really breathe when you do it. Mine's sore anyway. Now we'll do the other one, and it's like this pincer kind of grip. Just the right amount of pressure. Feels good. Okay. Now we're going to find the wind pond, which is find the two bones at the back of the skull and then go in the middle. It's very delicate there, so you don't want to put too much pressure. Good job. And next point to find is in front of the ears. Lots of times we're going behind. It's right in front, right there. That one is called, what's that called? Gallbladder 2, hearing. Okay. So we're gallbladder 2. Okay. Nice job here. So you just want to make sure you get all of them. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to shake your hands for a minute. And we'll take some time to find they call this the yang mount, I think. It's gallbladder 34. So this is, sometimes you get opposite this way. I'm on the outside of my leg. I get both of them. Just kind of wrap side to side. Hello, how are you? I'm just breathing and feeling it. Having a good little time. And then we'll come to this one, which is on the outside. So by now you probably know the outside, the inside is liver, inside. That's the yang, yang side, and then the yin is inside. So we're here, and we're right between the ankle bone, and there's another little bone there. So we'll be right in the middle of those two bones. The root bone, okay. Getting it, it's blood. It's also known as gallbladder 340. To the other side. See that? Got all of them. And then bring your hands behind you. I'm going to do this. Side to side. Oh, that feels nice. I like that. Great. And now bring yourself into laying down position. You might want to have your meditation yoga nidra props near you, but get yourself comfortable laying on your back, not too comfortable yet. As you lay down, you want to make sure you have your strap with you or your scarf. So we're going to lay down the back. And once you lay down, just be laying down for a moment. Just feel what you feel and notice what you notice, palms facing up. If your chin is pointed, tuck your chin. Sometimes you might need something behind your head. Straightening your legs if you can, want to. Just feeling the earth supporting you. Taking the right leg and this handy strap, just a scarf, just wrapping it around the middle of your foot. And if you can't get your foot up this much, then bend your knee. You can also bend this knee, helps. So your choice. I have this palm facing up. Inhale, and on the exhale, allow this right leg to just drift open, flexing your foot. The stretch is, hopefully, isn't it? The stretch is on the inner channel, the gallbladder. The liver is relaxed. You just breathe into that opening. This feels wonderful. And that will bring it to center. And switching hands, I want to go all the way to the other side as far as it's coming freedom. So I'm not moving right now. Back to center. We'll switch legs. Get the heel pressed out. Fan your toes if you like. And straightening this leg. Or bending your chest. I'm going to bend this. Opening out to the side. Flexing out of the heel. Feeling that lovely stretch leg. Breathe into the opening. And then we'll go cross body. And you can lift your hip up and come all the way over if you would like to do that. And then we'll bring both feet up. Wrap your strap or scarf. Bend your knees a little bit to rock it all on your spine. If you like that. And come back up to sit one more time. Yes, one more time. You can do this. And bring your legs into a V shape. And we're going to do some side stretches. My feet are flexed. There you go. Inhale, arms up. Rotate to the side. And bring your hand to face up. And then your other arm. So now I'm trying this into a twist or spiral. Just do it this way. So I'm using this hand to bring me up this way. And I can do that as many times as you remember. You get here, open up that side body, breathe into those vital organs. And one more. Go the side body, please stop if it's okay for you. Open that side body. Okay, kids, good job. Now you will bring yourself into the most comfortable position you can find. I suggest laying on your back with a bolster of your knees or pillow and a blankie. Don't skip this part, it's very important. We are attempting to get our bodies into the rest and digest. So the nervous system has the part of it where we have to get hyped up and do our things. You know, every day we do stuff. We need to be not anxious, but we need to really move. We need to have feelings move. So we have hormones that do that for us. Then the flip side of that, we have what's called rest and digest hormones. They calm us. And if we're in a chronic state of, fear or anger or anxiety or any of those things that the body doesn't do well in, we have to use yoga and different methods to come into that rest and digest and heal phase. So it's a great thing to do. So you want to be with me in the rest and digest phase. So take as much as you need, a few minutes maybe to pause the video, get a blanket, a pillow, and maybe a drink if you have to have one. And then not that kind of drink. And then go ahead and lay down on your back. If that's not comfortable for you, you can do this sitting up, or you can like any way that's nice. So a nice constructive resting position. So please get yourself into that comfort zone. Time for yoga, divine sleep yoga nidra combined with hypnosis meditation. It's time to rest and digest. Feel yourself just as you are, without any judgment, without making any changes. Just notice your breath as it is in this moment. And remember that the breath is a gift. Let the breath be a gift of life. Feel your breath and notice it. As you inhale, that feeling of new life force. As you exhale, that feeling of releasing and letting go. Knowing that the earth can provide us with our breath, and something else provides us with it too, whatever you call that divine force, God, or Allah, Durga, or Krishna, or tree. So inhaling the love and exhaling the fear. Filling yourself up with each breath with love and exhaling fear and anxiety. Every time you breathe, this happens over and over again. And then let your breath just be natural. Just feel your breath and know it's there. And notice your whole body. The effects of your practice might still be with you. Notice your body without judgment, without thinking it should be any different than it is. Notice the whole physical body. In your mind's eye, see your body, feel your body, and be friends with it. Sometimes our bodies don't do what we want them to, but they're still there. So just be in your body for the moment. Notice your bones, notice your skin, notice all of you, the organs, notice your gallbladder and your liver. Just notice that you have these things. Becoming a witness to what happens next. Notice your mind with its busy, busy thoughts, and allow for thought if you want to. But let your thoughts maybe be creative. Maybe they're creative thoughts, or maybe they're not creative. Maybe thoughts aren't coming. Don't judge, don't try to fix. This is just a time to simply be. Notice your energy of the moment. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're not. And then notice your emotion, like, how are you today? I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm glad, I'm this and that. And then even that out and simply be if you can. Simply be. Be in the moment. Be here now. Be with me and my voice. Feel it. You gotta feel it to heal it, but be present. Present in the body. Notice your head heavy. Notice your head light and then heavy. Sinking and melting. In your mind's eye, tracing the points that we've done on the head. Tracing those points in your mind's eye. Feeling into the wind pond, the back of the skull. Just notice it. Feeling into the shoulder well, the trapezius muscles that are now relaxed and letting go. Feeling into the front of the ear, the hearing point, and letting go of all feeling and noticing for a moment. As you breathe in and you breathe out. Become aware of your eyes glistening and seeing, and wise eyes. And noticing sound in your home or your room, wherever you are. Just hearing sound. Ears listening. Perhaps ears hearing the sound of chimes. Perhaps hearing the sound of chimes. Noticing your inhalation as it comes to your nostrils, like a gentle summer breeze or spring breeze. And exhale, a warmer breeze. Inhale, cool breeze. Exhale, warm breeze. That warmth always makes me know that we heal from the inside out. Healing ourselves from the inside out. Notice your jaw. Maybe you choose to move your jaw like a wiggle waggle, side, side, and then allow it to be still. Feel the moistness in the mouth. Notice the place where your breath touches the back of your throat. And then allow your face, your skull, the crown, all of it to simply let go and just be. Let go and just be. Like a seed waiting to bloom in the summer. Just let go and be. Become aware of those shoulder wells, those trapezius muscles, both shoulders, letting go. No contracting, no moving, No silly circles to do, just relaxing and letting go. Letting go. Notice all of your limbs, your arms and your legs, simply being in this space right now. Just be aware of them and then ask them to be still and heavy. Through stillness and heaviness, we restore ourselves. We restore ourselves and make new energy. New energy comes to us. All of the forces of winter, the cool, damp darkness release, and the spring we blossom and bloom. So we take time to restore as well. Feel the back of your heart space touching the earth. All the parts of your back. Feel the whole back, the whole back. Notice your back and notice your front. Notice your belly as it rises and falls, continues to rise and fall. Notice how, if you focus, there's no emotion, there's no thoughts. If you just focus, do the best you can. Hips are heavy. Hips are heavy now. No more circles to do, though we've been flexible. No more to do right now. Whole body is in stillness. Of course, you can wiggle it as needed. With your palms facing up the way that we do, maybe that can remind you of how open and resilient you are, the way that we can adapt to new situations and grow and bloom and blossom as your whole body rests in stillness. Take a moment to protect your energy by drawing a sparkly circle around your whole self from head to toe. Think of all the points that we've touched and circle them. Circle your whole body in this beautiful healing light. This is your protective energy. This is your circle. Any color you like, any way you like it. Take time. Imagine you can see yourself drawing this circle around your head and your shoulders and your arms, your side body, your back body, your legs, your hands, each finger, all the toes, in between the toes. Get the whole body. This is your healing bubble, and it's also a protective healing energy bubble. Seal yourself in this protection. Imagine now that a gentle breeze came into your room and it lifted you up and away from yourself, your physical self, and you're just floating like a tree. See yourself as a tree branch, just kind of billowing in the wind. As you gaze down at your actual physical body, bringing in love and gratitude for what your body does, how it works for you and how it looks, without judgment, without any of that. Don't try to fix it. It's good just the way it is. We're healing, we're healing, we're healing. And then see yourself drifting away from the room you're in, away from your town, away into a nice field. See yourself in the field, a beautiful field, a green field. Green is all around you. As you gaze into the field, you begin to notice flowers, lots and lots of flowers, all different colors, pinks and purples and yellows and blues, all the flowers, pretty flowers. In the field, you notice sound, hearing bees buzzing and birds singing their bird songs, birds chirping. You drink in the fresh air as you inhale and exhale in the field of flowers. You're in the field with flowers. The grass feels like velvet under your feet. You lift your head and gaze towards the sunshine as it touches and kisses your cheeks, feeling warm, not too hot, not too cold, just right. Feeling the beautiful wind as it picks up your hair, and your hair will billow in the wind, and a little bit of your shirt gets picked up too. The breezes soothe you. They are soothing and perfect in this moment, right now, right here. You gaze around, wondering, what are you going to do in the field? And in the middle of the field is a soft area, and you're curious, what is that soft area? And you say, And you slowly and mindfully walk over to it, kind of like a kid, curious, what's there? And you see a blanket, like, wow, cool, somebody left me a blanket. But you actually don't want to lay down. You feel rejuvenated with energy, with fresh life force. So you pick up the blanket and you bring it up over your head and you begin to dance around the field. It's like one of those props. It's up in the air, it's billowing in the wind. You're dancing with this silky blanket in your hands, and you feel a little silly, but then you realize it's okay. And you notice there's somebody with you, somebody you'd like to be with right now is with you. And you both have silky blankets, and you're dancing and laughing and feeling your bellies move, nourishing those inner organs, nourishing your mind, your body, your spirit, running and dancing through a field of flowers, protected from any elements, protected from any injury. You are protected. And after a while, you begin to laugh. You're just laughing, you and your friend. And you start to spin in those spinning circles that like kids do sometimes, feeling free and easy. And eventually you just kind of fall onto your buttocks as you've been spinning for a while. And you just look at your friend and you guys just laugh. You're like, wow. And you feel this joy, that feeling of laughing and spinning. It just all overwhelms you with this beautiful feeling of joy and creativity comes from that. As you're sitting on the earth, you feel the coolness of the earth under you. The laughing and the silliness subsides. And you look at your friend and you just have this gratitude that there's somebody else on the journey with you. We know we're alone. We know that, but we also know we can share our lives with others. So we do. You and your friends stand up at this time and you just start to wander around. What's here now? You see a bunny rabbit, see a little bit of different kinds of animals. And you get very curious because you hear some kind of a peeping sound and you don't really know what it is. And as you wander over, you find some little toads and frogs in various stages of their life. And you look at all the different colors they are and all their spots on them. And you're intrigued. How can nature do this? How do they do this without any help? And then we realize again and again that we have everything we need. We have a treasure trove of beautiful colors within us and outside of us. And you're watching the frogs and you're listening to their little peeping sound. And all of a sudden, they all start to jump. And you look at your friend and you're overtaken once again by this silliness. You're laughing and laughing and laughing, massaging those internal organs and really replenishing your happy hormones, feeling the joy of these frogs that are jumping all over your feet. And then you've had quite enough of the frogs jumping. So you begin to just kind of skip and jump, feeling ease and grace with each movement in each moment. It just feels good to be you right now. You gaze around the field of flowers and notice a stream over to the side. You're feeling just a little bit thirsty. You go over to the stream. You know that the water is clear and cool. You gaze at the water, and at the bottom of it, you see worry stones. And you wonder how they got there. But you don't think too hard. You want to have one in your hand. Gazing down, noticing the water so fresh and clear and clean, and seeing all the colors of all the different stones, all the worry stones. Even though you gaze up at the blue sky and see the poofy clouds, and you think, worry, what's that about? But you know that every moment isn't the same. And the colors of the stones are quite brilliant. You see purple ones and red ones and yellow and orange and brighter purple and green and pink. And some of them have colors mixed up together, all waiting at the bottom of the stream just for you. You take a moment to listen to the sound of the stream. It's listening to the water, listening to the stream, and hearing the water. And that water reminds you of how water is, how it just flows with ease and grace. Be like water, be flexible, and flow with ease and grace. And then you remember you want one of those worry stones. So you reach your hand down, you notice the coolness of the water. It feels so nice to you. And you can't decide. So you have two hands. So you take both hands and you reach into the stream and you grab two stones, whichever colors you like. It's your journey. As you grab a stone in each hand, you respectfully look at it and give it its due credit. Nature made it, it's beautiful. And you feel the smoothness of the stone. You notice its color and its temperature. And you quickly put them both in your pocket because you're keeping them. And then you feel a little bit of thirst and you cup your hands to the water. It's amazing the way that the earth and the universe keep giving to us. As your hands reach the water, you feel the coolness once again, and you get some water in your palms, tilting the head back and feeling that cool water, quenching your thirst. Cool water, quenching thirst. Feeling balanced, hydrated, and rested. As you begin to meander, wandering through this beautiful field of flowers with the running stream, realizing that you probably should head back at some point. And you look at your friend and give each other that look, and they wander off on their way as well as you start to wander back towards your town and your home. As you wander, you gaze over your shoulder, realizing you've released something on your journey, and that has made way for something new. So we're letting go of what we don't need, whether that's a thought about ourselves. Just see it floating away as you're walking away from the flower field. Or maybe it's a substance we didn't mean to take or we had to take. See it drifting away from you. Leaving it behind, nature will do its job and take care of it for you. Noticing as you continue to walk, just checking in again with the temperature, noticing all those colors of those pretty flowers, remembering frogs and such. Knowing that there's always room for new. There's always a way to change. Feeling revitalized and fresh as you make your way back into the room. And you linger just a moment outside of the body, gazing at yourself, and even just thinking, wow, I look a lot better now. I've been on a journey. I feel better. And knowing you are healing. We are all healing. Becoming aware of yourself in your physical body now, noticing all of your limbs and your body parts, feeling them and feeling gratitude for their function, feeling yourself healing. You are healing. We are healing. As you're ready, you'll begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, roll your head side to side, and then we'll meet sitting up. Take your time. Now that we're in a seated position, let's do a couple of mudras, hand yogas. This one is called Samana mudra, Samana, and it will help the body be prepared to receive new breath force, to receive any substances such as vitamin C or whatever it might need. So we're going to prepare for that. So you just bring all of the fingers together. That's it. Okay, and then have that face up on your knees. Softening gaze or closing eyes. Inhaling and exhaling. Seeing the body, receiving the gifts of life. Exhaling away what we don't want. Fear, judgment. Inhaling health, wellness, wholeness. Exhaling emptiness. And then shaking that one off. Shake the hands, shake them good. Let's shake everything. Shake it, shaking it off, shake it high, clap your hands over the head, clap them low. And now, please bring your hands into Padma Mudra, which is the lotus flower. Make sure that it's like that. Gazing into your palms and remembering the lotus flower had its darkest days, but it didn't give up. It never gave up. It swam its whole lotus flower life to get to the light. And once it's in the light, it blooms beautifully. And the answer to how that happens is in your hands. You have the answers to what's best for you in your hands. Gaze in there deeply. And now we'll inhale, hands up overhead to Om, and they'll meet at the third eye. Inhale, exhale. Aum. Drawing palms together, finding the third eye, resting for one more moment. Knowing that within us we have everything we need. We just need to tap into those resources. Within me, I have a beautiful, loving light and divine wisdom. I honor and recognize the same within you. Satanam and namaste. Thanks. Happy healing.